WROI Giant FM and streaming live on the First Federal Facebook page.
It is Friday morning. It's actually a pretty beautiful morning out there, Todd. It's 69 degrees, only feels like 70 out there.
Not bad, just got a little rain a little while ago to make the grass grow again, so you get some mowing time in this weekend, Moose, probably.
Yes, I definitely need to do that. I didn't do it last weekend.
Well, great. Thank you for welcoming us today. We have Jody Wynn with us from the bank, helping us out on video. Good morning to the Facebook Live world out there. Our special guest today is Christine Walsh from the Downtown Partnership. We're talking about the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival, and welcome,
Good
Christine.
morning. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. We'll give you some time to talk about all the events. A lot of exciting things going on this weekend, Moose. And WRI is going to cover some of it tomorrow in the Music and Arts Festival, so we'll talk about that a little bit later too. Thank you for doing that.
Hey, no problem. We love doing it. We love being part of the community any way that we can.
You do a great job. Thank you for that, helping out the community. A couple of lead stories today. Earlier this week, the FDA granted full approval to the Pfizer vaccine, so that's good news also. Want to keep our thoughts and prayers going out to the U.S. military and their families with yesterday's terrorist attacks in Afghanistan. Interesting times we're in now, and just have everybody in their thoughts and prayers for that. This day today is kind of interesting. A lot of history happened around now. Yesterday was the anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which was granting women the right to vote.
Yes.
Celebrate the 101st anniversary. That's a pretty neat thing, you know.
It is
Hard to believe it's 101 years ago, though. That's
Yeah.
Also, this weekend, another anniversary tomorrow, along with the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival. It was a day in history to remember, but it's also the anniversary of the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech.
Ah. We gonna do anything with that tomorrow?
Maybe.
Okay.
There is no trivia designed around that, though.
Okay.
Trivia has to do with football seasons in full force now. And you may know this one, Moose.
All right.
Got lots of local high school football on tap tonight. Our trivia question relates to Rochester Zebra football, and their last win came on October 25th, 2019. Was that against Knox, Lewis Cass, Manchester, or Delphi?
You know, I should really know this because I was working the board for that game. So I'm going to have to think.
Yeah, it was a big game, just give you that quick.
It was.
You know? Yeah.
It was.
So, with local high school football, we've got Knox at Rochester. Both teams, second game of the season. This is Rochester's home opener. Both looking for a win. And WRI is covering that, Giant FM.
Yep. Pre-game starts at 7 o'clock tonight since it is the special 7:30 start time. So.
I was talking with somebody that's associated with high school football yesterday, and very hot and humid season. They take extra water breaks for safety and things like that, so that's good news. Northfield will be at Tippecanoe Valley. Pioneer will be at Winnemac. Caston and North Judson. And they have Culver at South Central, but I think I heard Johnny say something about Culver on the news.
I'm trying to recall. I was busy at that exact moment, didn't catch what he said, but I heard him say something about it.
So did I. A lot of help you and I on this, right?
Right. Stay tuned for the new news.
Culver may be at South Central.
Right.
Not that. Also, college football starts tomorrow.
Yes.
Time flies, you're having fun, right?
Yeah.
Big Ten starts tomorrow with Nebraska to Illinois, and there's various other games on. Hawaii, UCLA, some other games on too. So if you're interested in college football, probably check your local listings. You can probably find plenty of it. And most importantly, we got Knox at Rochester tonight for high school football.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Tanner's I'm taking a vacation day today, actually, but Tanner still works hard, even though he's not here. You're going to say something, Moose?
No, I was just going to give him a hard time about not being here and getting to sleep in, but then I remembered a week from now I'll be on vacation, so.
Okay. Well,
I'll be here for the First Federal program, but then at the end of the day I'll be on vacation.
well, that's great dedication. Thank you for coming out just for us. We appreciate
Absolutely, wouldn't miss it.
We may actually have a special guest that day, too, so
Ooh,
we'll
okay.
surprise you with that.
Okay.
Tanner offered some tidbits for today. On this day in 1921, as you know, Tanner usually talks about sports, so
Yeah.
this is kind of sports related. J.E. Clare, the Acme Packing Company of Green Bay, founded something. Guess what he founded? The Green Bay Packers, of course.
Oh,
Acme
okay.
Packing Company. This day in 1955, the Guinness Book of World Records was first published. Who hasn't looked at that and tried to think, I can set a world record at something?
Yeah, I grew up with some people who tried to set a few world records and never made it.
I remember growing up too, like, I had some friends and we were going to try to set the ping pong playing world record or the basketball free throw shooting world record, but those only lasted a couple hours till we found something better to do.
Yeah, you get bored pretty quick.
Did you try anything like that then?
I did not.
Okay.
I was normally the timekeeper
Okay.
for anything, so, because I'm not that athletic.
Christine, how about you? Have you ever tried to set a Guinness World Record in anything?
No, I definitely did not.
Okay.
Probably timekeeper, like yourself.
Well, there's still time. Maybe we can come up with something after the show that we can still get
Yeah,
our
true.
name in the Guinness
Yeah.
Book of World Records.
Maybe we can shoot for the longest running weekly radio program in history.
Non-stop.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
I think your family has plans for you tomorrow. I think. That's right.
Well, I mean, maybe not nonstop,
Oh,
but
no, just
every week.
continuous. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go for that. And this has been going on quite some time, Jody. Do you have any idea how long the First Federal Radio Show has been going on?
It's been longer than I've been at First Federal.
Okay. So it's been 10, 15 years at least, right?
Probably longer.
Longer, okay.
We'll
Longer
have
than
to
10 or
dive
15
into that.
years.
We'll put that for Tanner for next week.
Yes.
Also on this day in 1964, Walt Disney prepared Mary Poppins.
Okay.
I vaguely recall my dad taking me to that movie about that time. Just remember that going to the Sight Theater in Kokomo at that time to see that.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I do like that movie.
So at various days today, the ones that stood out to me were Daffodil Day, Tug of War Day. Maybe we could have a tug of war record to get in the Guinness Book of World Records later.
Maybe we could do that as part of the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival.
Yeah, let's see how that kind of plays into music and arts.
Is it number of people pulling or longest amount of time?
Well, we can get creative with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we can just use Main Street or 8th Street and just line people up,
Right,
and there we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Well, we have lots of upcoming events coming up soon. We'll be talking more detail about the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival with Christine Walsh in a few minutes. But Habitat for Humanity is continuing their garage sale tomorrow at 2006 Admiral's Court from 8 to noon. It's 8 to noon. They're still accepting donations. You can contact Carmen Reeves at 402-689-1902. It's 402-689-1902. It's at 2006 Admiral's Court. I've seen some of the things they have, lots of nice furniture, lots of good artifacts for garage sales, so I would encourage everybody to go out there and help support Habitat for Humanity. Splash Pad going on. There's a beef raffle. Tickets are $10 each, 6 for $50. 4 chances to win for a quarter of a beef. The drawing will be held on Monday. All proceeds will go to the Splash Pad. If you're interested, contact Fedco, and tickets can be purchased from Wendy's Inns at 574-835-8300 or Wilson's on 9th Street and from Rochester Glass. So if you head out there, just kind of be careful through all the construction, but you can still get there for right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Also coming up soon is the Galen Smith Memorial Golf Outing. It'll be on Friday, September 24th at 11 a.m. at the Round Barn Golf Club. Cost is $75 per player or $300 for team of 4. Whole sponsorships are available at $100. The deadline for entry is September 10th, and there will be a reception after the golf at the Rochester Elks at 6:30, and that's open to the public. Checks can be made out to the Northern Indiana Community Foundation, and if you need more information, contact Eric Lee. That's Eric Lee at 812-216-3466, 812-216-3466 for more information. A lot of events coming up here. We've just got a couple more here. Pickleball Fever in Rochester. Do you have Pickleball Fever?
Not yet.
Well, we can still get that. Maybe we
Yes.
can set a Guinness Book of World Records with that too.
Maybe.
They're still planning for 4 pickleball courts at the city pool location. They're trying to raise about $40,000 with the help of a community foundation grant. Donations of $1,000 or more will have your name listed as a sponsor at the courts. Checks can also be made out to Fedco, and contact Scott Kistler for more information. I know he's heading that up and has a passion for pickleball, and that's kind of a growing trend anymore. See pickleball tournaments all over anymore, and that's a way to keep people involved. So you can contact Scott Kistler at 574-835-8980. Got a lot of numbers today, don't we?
Yes, lots and lots.
Also, one other event coming up soon. The Fulton County United Way is having their annual campaign kickoff. That's September 10th on a Friday at their office at 722 Main Street. There'll be a community luncheon for everybody, so that'll be the kickoff of the campaign. And you'll see more information coming out about that in the next few weeks about the fall annual campaign and what United Way helps to try with helping out the community. You mentioned the money news in the news earlier. The Dow ended at 35,213.12, down about 192 points yesterday. Basically, the U.S. market fell and turned more cautious after the terrorist attacks in Afghanistan, and the Federal Reserve's making some indications that they may give more clues about how they're paring the stimulus back in the future. So,
Okay.
Unfortunately, the Dow seemed to be impacted by the Afghanistan terrorist attacks yesterday. So,
Always seems to be.
so keep an eye on that, and as Tanner and Dick say, the market will go up and down, and just keep invested in the market.
Yeah.
First Federal, we're open today from 8:30 to 5, tomorrow from 8:30 to noon. You can always bank with us online with our mobile app, which is free to download. Our ATM is open 24/7 if you need some cash, especially if you need some cash around some events going on this weekend.
That's right, you should go.
You can still get to us through 9th Street or off of Franklin or Monroe. Plus also we have our Money Pass ATM feature where you can get surcharge-free cash from any ATM in most parts of the country. So that's over 35,000 ATMs are made available to you. A lot going on, like we talked about, Moose. Today is our Plymouth Branch Community Appreciation Day. That goes from 11 to 2. So if you've not had a chance to get to Plymouth and want to see our not so brand new remodel now that happened almost 2 years ago, but through the COVID shutdown, not many people had a chance to see that. It's a beautiful facility, completely remodeled inside and outside. So that's our Community Appreciation Day in Plymouth from 11 to 2 today. There'll be food from Bob's Cafeteria Food Truck. There'll be paper shredding there. We'll be taking shredding. And then there'll be some giveaways from the bank during that. So after work, you can get out and maybe go to Plymouth.
Yeah.
You know, RTC is having their Customer Appreciation Today. You can head to Plymouth maybe to go to Customer Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
You don't have to cook today, right, Paul?
Right, I know. I'm looking forward to it.
We offer Simply Free checking accounts, Simply Free business checking accounts. And when you open a new checking account, you can get a free gift, which is a small toolkit that's kind of handy enough to put like in a kitchen drawer or some other small space like that. So if you don't want to open a new account, refer a friend, you can still get the toolkit from us. We offer commercial business loans. Contact Lindy Breeden for more information. We have insurance available and financial services available. For the most part, we can meet all your needs at the bank, including our traditional deposit checking accounts and savings accounts and our mortgage loans. So if you're interested in refinancing or moving, contact Ben Dalton or Stacy Wilson at the bank. Be happy to help you out, or contact the bank for anything, and we could probably have a service to meet your needs and help you out if you have any questions. You can like us on Facebook. We're live on Facebook right now. If you want to see any of our previous radio shows, go to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. And like I said, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're the locally owned bank. We are the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. And our MLS number is 399927.
And that makes us legal.
Great. Special guest today, Christine Walsh, from the Downtown Partnership.
Good morning.
Welcome again.
Thank you.
You've been involved with the Downtown Partnership for a little while. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Okay, I was born here in Rochester, moved away when I was a teen. I lived in New York City for 25 years, and I just moved back here 2018.
Great. Big difference in Rochester from New York City. What brought you back to Rochester? What do
I
you
was
like about it?
ready for a slower pace, to not work all the time. So I wanted to come back here and see what I could do for my community.
And you got right involved in the Downtown Partnership.
I did.
And with that, you picked up a big project that you have a passion for, the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival.
Yes.
That starts tomorrow. Why don't you start giving us some background about what's going on this weekend around downtown with the Nickel Plates Music and Arts Festival?
Okay, so the festival is from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We'll have music all day, different times, but with some breaks in there a little bit. But
Various
music
artists.
all day. Various artists. I have a bluegrass, Americana guy. Oh, before him, I do have the school bands. I'm very thankful that the school
that's
bands
a great opportunity.
are
That's
going
from
to play.
11 to 12 tomorrow,
11 to 12, right?
Led by
Mhm.
Isabel, the band leader.
Right,
And
yeah.
lots of youth involved with that, and I know
Yeah.
she has a growing program, and it's great that you can include them in the Music and Arts Festival. And there'll be some raffles there, it sounds like, Paul, from...
Yeah, I think most of the day the raffles will be going on. I do know starting at 12 to at least 2.
So that's one of the features. We wanted to let everybody know that Rochester bands will be out there from 11 to 12. So if you don't know anything about the bands program, Isabel's been here a few years now, leading them, and they're making great progress with getting more youth involved.
And music is very important to children in general. It helps them academically, not just to appreciate music, but it does help their academics. So I hope other kids will join the band.
And you have a full other list of performers too, all the way through the evening till 10 o'clock.
Yes, from 1 to 3 is the John Baylor Bluegrass Americana. And then from 3:30 to 5 is the De Hurricane Reggae Band. They're from Chicago. Then from 5:30 to 6 is Tag, or as people in the community might know him, Clarence Garrett.
Okay.
Okay.
He does
Local
rap.
community person.
That's right, Christian rap is his specialty. Then about 6:45 will be the Calico Brothers, and that's Mike Kenny and Braxton Eikenberry, local guys everyone knows.
That's great. You're including some local people in this too. That's awesome.
Thanks. And then our closing band is Hideous Business, and they do covers from the 60s through the 90s, I would say.
So approximately where will the stage be, and where can people stand and watch and things like that?
So the stage is on the courthouse area. There's not really a stage, but
Okay.
they will be up there on the courthouse area. And they're going to face out catty corner of 8th and Main.
Okay.
So all that lower grass there, people can bring some chairs or
It'll be
their
the northwest corner, and
blankets.
there's a grassy area. You're under some
Mhm.
shade trees too.
Right,
It's warm
yes. People probably might want to have sunblock when they're coming down for the festival, just
Some
in
water
case.
for hydration.
Water, yes. And then we're going to have, throughout the day, ongoing, as long as supplies last, which I'm hoping will be all day, but if it's really packed, we may not have enough.
So this is for the arts portion of the
This
festival.
is
We
now
covered
the-
the music part with
Right.
the groups are having. Now
Yep.
we're talking about the arts portion of the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival.
Yeah, we're going to have probably about 8 types of art things for kids to do. And that's ranging from origami paper crafts, tile painting, yarn painting. We'll have chalk out there for them to draw on the sidewalks or the street. We're going to have a what's called a face in the hole photo opportunity. So there'll be something on the front of the board and you put your face through.
For kids and adults?
For kids and adults,
That's
yeah.
Young kids at heart, right? For us, right?
Yes.
Right, I love doing that. So We'll have a musical instrument petting zoo.
That's very interesting. I've never heard of that before.
No.
What's that all about?
That's where we just have some different musical instruments, and the kids can just come and try them out. Maybe it will inspire somebody to join the band or just pick up an instrument anyway. We'll have a snare drum and a ukulele, some shakers. We had some donations from Sweetwater Music in Fort Wayne.
That's awesome.
Gave a few things.
Well, like you said, I mean, try to get some youth more involved in some music activities, and maybe nobody's had a chance to try out an instrument before, and this could
Right.
create an opportunity for them in the long run.
Yeah, so they don't have to commit to the class, but maybe they'll be inspired by something or just on their own.
You play instruments, by the way?
I play, I don't want to say well, but I can play the piano and the ukulele.
So that's part of your passion for the Music and Arts Festival, then, is just the influence you've had in your life, probably, right?
Right, yeah, and I just, picked up the ukulele and now I play it, just for fun. It doesn't have to be anything serious, just for fun.
I don't want to put you on the spot. Will we have your ukulele out here tomorrow? You're probably organizing so you don't have time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. We got one special for the festival.
Oh, good.
We bought one just to have out there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that way, if kids get a little too rough and something happens, it's okay. Not a big deal. Let's see, we're going to have a scavenger hunt. The first 100 will get a prize.
Okay. And what's the scavenger hunt about?
The businesses are letting me tape up different works of art.
Okay.
Not just paintings, but things that people may not think are art. One of them is the Guggenheim Museum, which houses art, but in itself, the building is a work of art.
Okay, so it's a great opportunity to practice the arts by not just looking at a painting, but there's other opportunities.
There are all kinds. Poetry, there'll be a poem.
We don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, no, I don't want to, but so the first 100 will get a prize. But hopefully all day they'll walk around and see what we put out. What else?
You're having food vendors also.
We are having food vendors. Crave-On Fusion Tacos. And Pork and Out. They have tenderloins and fried veggies. Tate hot dogs. And there'll be elephant ears and lemon shake-ups. And Primo's is debuting something that they would like to put in their restaurant.
Okay.
So they're going to put that out at the festival.
That's great.
Yeah.
Kind of got all the major food groups covered.
Exactly. I wanted to, have a variety.
And so if you're coming down listening to music, there's opportunity to get something, a bite to eat and lemon shake-up, elephant ear. Life can't be better.
Right. You can spend quite a bit of time down here. There's a little bit of everything.
So where will the food vendors be located?
They're going to be on this side of the street.
On 8th Street.
On 8th Street. Backed up. And then, all along here. And then I'm going to have some art vendors too, and they will be on the opposite side here, 8th Street here.
So art vendors, will they be displaying, selling art?
Yep, selling art. I think everyone will be selling. One person maybe just displaying. And that will have pottery, pour painting. Erica Coughing is going to set up, and she does painting, and she is going to do a live painting. I'll have an author, a shoe painter. I'm very excited to have him.
Okay.
Yes. So
I've done some shoe painting in my career, but by accidental, if I'm like painting a wall or ceiling. But you're talking about something different.
Something different.
Okay.
Yes.
Art you're talking about.
Art. Yes.
Well, I know there's a special event happening to kick off your the Musical and Arts Festival with the national anthem singing, and First Federal's Amy Cavins will be singing the national anthem for you. Heather, thank you. See, you're talking about the name, and I apologize to you, Heather. It's
Heather.
Heather Carr Cavins will be singing the national anthem.
Yes.
And that's great.
She posted a video on Facebook. A few people posted their videos on Facebook, and that's how she won. So she will be singing at noon.
And that's at noon.
Yeah.
And I'll be around the courthouse square here approximately.
It'll be up where the kids have played. She'll sing after the kids are done. Noon, like the radio.
And thank you, Jody. That's why we bring Jody along to help correct Todd's mistakes. So you usually do at work every day, so thank you.
No
we're
comment.
Very proud of Heather, and I know she does a lot of civic performances throughout our communities for all the years, and her singing the national anthem will be a special treat. So everybody be out at noon and support Heather also.
Yeah.
So a lot of things going on this weekend. What developed the idea for the Music and Arts Festival?
Just being in New York City, there's festivals going on all the time, and not all of them are art related, but I just felt like that was something I could help do, as arts are very important to me, so I figured why not try.
That's great. I can see you have a passion for this, and thank you for your leadership in getting this involved. And this is something that Downtown Partnership's doing as part of their role in the community.
Right, they're the host, and I have a promotions committee of about 12 people, and I really want to thank all of them. I couldn't do it without all of their help.
Yeah, this is more than a one-man show.
Absolutely, it takes a lot of work. And I also had many members in the community help where they could. Whatever they specialized in or they were good at, I got help from other people in the community when I needed it.
And you may need some additional help too. I mean, you have some volunteer opportunities in the evening potentially, right?
Yes, definitely. I could use a little more help. It's basically just to monitor those art tables. Since we're going to have 8 or so, just need some extra eyes around the festival. That would
make sure supplies are kept there and just
right. Yeah, if things are running low, someone could tell me so we could get more. Just easy volunteering.
And Paul, you've kind of arranged good weather for this weekend. It sounds like, right?
Little on the warm side, but yeah, otherwise it'll be a pretty good weekend.
Well, if you could change that a little bit, if you could, I'd appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Well, there's a lot going on this weekend at the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival, and this is the kind of inaugural event of this, right?
Yep.
And hopefully we can carry that on to future years, and it's a great chance to get people involved in some music activities by listening, by participating in the musical instrument zoo. Then there's lots of art opportunities through the scavenger hunt, going up to one of the tables and taking advantage of the art materials to maybe do a self-portrait or draw a picture of the courthouse.
I do want to mention real quick, I want to do a community portrait paper quilt.
Okay.
And that's just if everyone who's down there comes up and draws their own portrait, even if you don't think you can draw, you can make an oval and put some hair and a little face, because I'd like to put them all together and have it displayed somewhere, I don't know yet where, as these are members of our community who have come down and supported this festival.
So I'd probably draw a stick figure, but you want a little more than that.
I'd like, a little face,
personality
a
involved
little bit, yeah.
I think we're both out of it then.
Okay.
No, it's easy.
And this goes, the times again are from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Correct.
And it's something going on all day to meet everybody's needs.
That's correct.
Any last few pieces of information you'd like to add to our discussion this morning?
If people would like the festival and would like to volunteer for next year, they can contact me, find me at the festival. I'm always looking not just for volunteers for the day, but to help run a festival.
Or can contact you probably through the Downtown Partnership, through the Chamber office.
Correct.
If they don't come across you, but thank you for your passion for this and your enthusiasm to get something involved in the community like this. It's kind of something different than we've ever done in the last few years, right?
Right, yep.
Well,
I figured just bring the community together and arts.
And one last thing, WRI will be broadcasting from noon to 2 that day, right?
Yes, we will. We'll be right out front of the radio station from noon to 2.
Awesome. Thank you, WRI, for doing that. And
That's
thank
right, thank you.
you, Christine Walsh, for your passion and leadership in this event. And hopefully have a great event. And we encourage everybody to come downtown. There's something for everybody, music, food, arts. Should be a great Saturday for everybody.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. We appreciate your time on the show today. Getting back to the trivia question, Paul, I see you're deep in thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
For Rochester, last time they won a football game before tonight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're going to win tonight, right? So your choices are October 25th, 2019. Think about the time of year that happens too. Knox, Lewis Cast, Manchester, Delphi.
I'm going to go Delphi.
Very good. Delphi in the sectional semifinal game, which
Yes.
put them into the sectional finals.
Yeah.
That's a great accomplishment in Indiana high school football.
Absolutely. Anytime you make it into postseason, it's a great time to be a part of high school football in Indiana.
So one last plug for the Nickel Plate Music and Arts Festival. Check out Rochester bands from 11 to noon. Heather Carr Cabins will be singing the national anthem and lots of other events. So thank you very much. And we'll close with words of wisdom today. Problems are not stop signs, they're guidelines. That's from Robert Schuller, an American clergyman.
Those are great words of wisdom.
Thank you, Liz, for your time today and the opportunity to talk on the radio.
Thank you. We'll see you again next week.
Great.